evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Me again, a little history. Terry. Joining me today is the one, the only Marcus from Sweden.
Yay. Hello.
Love it.
There you go.
Joining us from Scotland.
Meow. There you go, Marcus. You don't get an introduction like that every other way.
I know. I'm quite chuffed.
Summer love sensation. There you go. Basically, rollers for cancer.
Oh, no.
A bit before my time.
And we got Scott joining us from Tasmania in Australia.
That's right. Too right, Gobber.
I don't know any Australians. Oh, yeah, I do. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.
Yes.
I'm an idiot, but it's all right. Once you realise you're an idiot, it's okay because you remain kind of sane when you know you're an idiot. We are coming to you live on the Rumble, on the Twitch, and on the YouTube on 2 channels, on Scott's and on mine. So as soon as EV Mucks make it easier for people to stream to their channel from mine, we will be streaming to other channels as well. But for now, we'll just put up with what we've got. But don't forget to head over to Scott's, leave a thumbs up and to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Today on the show, I am going to be, I'll start with me for a change, my wreck of a bench. I'm rescuing this 1981 King Tiger from Tamaya that was, well, I just got it as a hull, and all the wheels have been put on wrong. There's loads of bushings missing, so I've got my bushings all the way from Japan. Thank you, TTP Models, and axles as well. So I'm just putting those all together now. And as a tip for you, if you're using grease on plastics, always use a silicone grease. Don't use anything oil-based because it will weaken the plastic over time, and you'll just end up with dust. So that's me. I'm doing that to my 1:16 scale tank hull, reviving that, and I'll make a decision at some point as to what top I'm going to put on it, because obviously the King Tiger hulls in World War II, they were used for various different tanks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go to Marcus. Marcus!
Hey! All right. So what I've been working on in the last almost 2 weeks now, I think.
Man, that's looking sweet.
It's the Chaos Knight, Knight Abominant, sorry. Which I'm going to start detailing anytime soon.
So if you're out there and you like your War Trek, there you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Basically. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, mate. Panzer!
Yo.
What you doing?
I am continuing to work on the Churchill Short Girder Bridge. Earlier today on Carol Stream, I completed the second sponson.
Any more road wheels on that?
That's actually another 2 road wheels that could go on the top as spares. Seriously. This is the big brother of the Airfix kit, which I have built half a dozen of in my lifetime.
Right.
And the Airfix kit is always short a couple of wheels. The record, there's 5 wheels on the last one I've rebuilt. So you end up with this one. I at least know that there are extra spare wheels in the kit.
And it's a Churchill Avery, is that right?
It is. It's an Avery Armour Vehicle Royal Engineers. It will at the front. Wait a second. Let's over here and grab it. Contain at some point be attached to a short girder bridge. It is a very short girder bridge. There's the tank going over the girder bridge. It's huge. I was planning to do this in a very small diorama for a competition, but it looks as though the diorama is going to be a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, because it's quite long, depending on how you display it.
Well, there's a little story for you. When I left school at 16 in 19... I almost joined the Royal Engineers. When I say almost, I didn't pass the exams at the start because I was an idiot. So
nothing's changed there then.
Thing is, back then I was a punk rocker, and I did, it was only on my dad's insistence, because my dad was Army, and his dad before him was Paras, and his dad before him was Army, and Army runs in the family. My big brother came out as a captain from the Signals, so my dad made me go and apply to the Signals again, but I really didn't want it. So when you're in an exam situation, you try to pass all these tests, and you don't want it, you don't make the effort, do you? So that's what punk rock did for me. Scott!
Hang on.
What are you making, mate?
A mess.
A mess. Yeah.
Playing around with an easy 8.
I'm just thinking that Easy 8 looks like it's got the same Commander's cupola as the Pershing. Looks very similar.
It's
right.
very similar indeed, because that would be a universal cupola during the Second World War.
Ah, that makes sense. Every day's a school day.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I'm going to attempt to put some rust over it to dry brush it. So, yeah, that's what I tend to do. Same with the body.
And once
Yeah.
again, I have to thank Scott for joining us because I know it's stupid o'clock in the morning over there in Australia. Sorry, not Australia. Sorry, Tasmania, because I've got to remember, obviously, that
Yeah.
Tasmania isn't Australia. It's Tasmania, and it's not full of real Australians.
Oh,
Meow!
It's full of real Australians because we've got a moat. Keeps all the riffraff out.
Castle Tasmania. Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like a movie, that. Or a video game. Thank you, Scott. By the way, that's Tamaya Easy 8. What scale again, Scott?
Yeah, 135.
135. Big. Biggity big. Smashing. Well, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I'm going to go to chat for a little while, see what we got going on over there. Let me go to the top then, up to the top of the chat. Oh, someone just said chat is now open to everyone. Hang on. Where'd that come from? David Markey first in. Hey, David, how you doing, mate?
Oh, David.
Hello.
Hey, David.
Flornighty says, hi, mate. New guy, by the way. I met a few weeks back, and I did send him an invite, and I've not heard back. But anyway, David Markey says, hello, FW90. Little history says, that's me. Hang on, Dave Mack's in as well. Dave Mack, welcome, mate. Lots of hellos going on. Then Scott does the same thing. Lots of hellos. Hello, hello, hello. Athol says, it's almost dinner time here, Scott. But anyway, Heidi, hi.
Yeah.
Heidi ho!
It's almost breakfast time here.
You know, you would have thought I would have got into Heidi Hi, the TV show, the BBC TV show, comedy thing. But well, if you're from a different part of the world, you're not going to get it at all. But I never actually got into that. I didn't. I just did not find it funny at all.
Yes, it's a bit like the Catherine Tate show. A lot of people thought that was the funniest thing they'd ever seen since Morecambe and Wise. Unfortunately, I saw the jokes coming around the corner, and therefore it wasn't very funny to me.
Isn't it weird? Because wasn't it written by the same people who wrote Dad's Army?
Yes.
How weird. Anyway, Atul says, wow, congratulations, Scott. First, and everyone is here instead. Evening, usual suspects. Good evening, Atul. Everyone saying hi to Atul. Atul. I've always meant to ask, is it Atul or Athol?
Athol.
It's a th.
It's a third. Athol.
Athol, right.
Yes.
I'll try and start saying it properly.
Yes.
Lindsay's in as well. Lindsay, if you want an invite, I can send you one across.
Hey, Lindsay.
Paul Price is more.
Hey, Lindsay.
Paul, I sent you an invite, mate. Get your ass in here. I know it's early. Dave McBills, hi Lindsay. Loads of highs going on. Hi. Dan Asher's joined us as well. And Hobby Time's joined us also. Hobby Time, hi. Dan Usher, welcome to the show. Dan Usher, evening Paul Price. Lots of evenings and hellos going on. Let me flash all these up. All the hellos. It's nice to know we're all still alive. Hello. Massive one from Paul Price there. Morning, Marcus, Panzer, Scott, Terry. Paul, you're more than welcome, mate. Honoured member of the channel. Is that? Oh, I can do an advert for the memberships now. My one and only advert for the memberships. If you want to support the channel, memberships are out there from 99 pence a month, and all the money goes to supporting the channel, like paying for EV mucks and lots of McDonald's for me.
McDonald's. Hungry Jack's is better.
Ah, mate, we don't have them open.
Yes. It tells me that his missus cooking isn't good.
I love my wife's cooking, just in case she's watching. She's the best cook on the planet. Her spaghetti bolognese is beyond compare. Tastes like cardboard and mud.
Any second now, you'll hear the shed door open and a thud followed by ouch.
No, Pantsy, she can't get to me because I've locked myself in. I put bolts on the doors and the inside of both doors.
Could be
Dan says, Random fact for the day: the Churchill had thicker frontal armour than the Tiger. Did it?
Yes.
Nah. How thick was the frontal armour? Hang on a minute. I'm going to Google this. I don't believe that for a second. Hang on. Which Tiger though? King Tiger or Tiger One?
Tiger 1.
Oh, yeah, I can believe that. Certainly not thicker than the Tiger 2. Because the Tiger 1 didn't have sloped armour, so it was straight on. Sloped armour almost doubles the thickness by being sloped. Jet Scale Models have joined us as well. Welcome aboard, sir. I'm here to do any fact-checking that's necessary. Thank you, Jet. You nearly had an opportunity there.
Hey, Jet.
In fact, was it? I'm pretty sure it was the King Tiger frontal armour that had the thickest World War II, unless the KV1 had thicker. But if I remember rightly, the KV1 was on a.
Depending on what turret was fitted to the KV1.
I'm thinking of that boxy one. That's the only one I know, really.
That's the one with the very tall turret.
Mate, last night I nearly pulled the trigger on 700 quid's worth of Tamiya 1 to 16 KV1 full option. But I held back.
Oh, you should have pulled the trigger.
No.
It's a wonderful kit for adding scale texture to.
Mate, it looked glorious. And I know Tamiya don't make them anymore, and it was the last one left from a vendor in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But my next tank, if I pull the trigger on something big, is going to be the Panther. But I'm hoping that Tamiya, possibly next year, they've got to do a rerun at some point of their full option tanks, because they haven't done anything for about 10 years now. It's all old stock that you see on eBay. Mm. Everybody's saying hi. David Markey says, I spent this afternoon trying to load Windows 11 on a new computer. A new computer, mate, you shouldn't have a problem with it if it's the right spec for Windows 11. Let me know the problems you're having, mate, 'cause I'm pretty good with computers.
Yeah, I've got a problem solver for a computer. There's one under the bench. It's called the Hammer, and there's two down the stairs in the cabinet. They're called.
Well, I used to build servers. I used to build servers back in the day, so that you know, I don't like to blow me on trumpet, but I think I'm quite good with a computer. David Mike says now I can watch. Oh, you've got it fitted. Okay, cool. Now I can watch Terry in stereo. Oh dear, what am I saying? Mate, I can think. I mean, it's Panzer in the green room that was saying, because he had stereo on, right? I forget why he said it now, but he said he had Scott coming in one ear and me coming in the other.
Yes, I have directional earpieces. I can have one person in one earpiece and somebody else in the other earpiece. But when I leave and go into watch a live or watch a YouTube video while I'm posting links, like I have to when I leave EV Mux, is that I get you both in the same ear.
Danish says, rock and roll. David, I've got to be careful. This is an early evening show, just in case there's kids watching. I always get told off. Sophie's in as well, says hi, Terry. Joshie B's in as well.
Hey, Sophie.
Hey, Joshie.
Joshie, if you're at your bench, I can fling an invite across. David Milton says, hi, Joshie. Lots of highs going on. Hi. I will get to the end of chat. I will. Jet says, German pants. Oh, the Mouse holds the title for the thickest armour on any tank used or at least developed during World War II. How thick was it, Jet? Be interested to
thick.
It was thick. It was slabby.
And it was slow.
Very, very slow. You thought the Churchill was slow? This was even slower.
There's only a couple of actual Mouses from World War II left in the world, isn't there? I know the Russians have got one.
Yes, the Russians have one that's made up of, I think it's the first hull or the second hull with the first turret, with the first tank turret.
There we go. Jet Scale Model says frontal armour up to 220 millimetres. Holy cow! 8.7 inches. Jesus, where's my ruler? I'll leave a tape measure. I want to see it, feel it. 100 and.
That's what my ex used to say.
Oh, Pads, it's an early evening show.
Yes.
That's why I didn't say anything.
I did. I had to go there.
Bloody sewage mine. Right, so that's about that. Wow, that's some serious steel.
That's about 8.5 inches. Yeah.
Crikey, blimey. I'm not going there, Panzer. No matter how much
No,
you invite me.
no. You was asking about 8 inches. I think that's about 8
No,
inches.
you were venturing into 10 o'clock time.
I wasn't.
There's only one owner of 10 o'clock around here, and it's Marcus.
No, I don't
You
think
see,
so.
I did have, it should be here. I have a 6-inch ruler on my bench, but it's vanished. So that's a 6-inch ruler. The next standing is 7 inches. There you go. That was an inch.
Seriously, if you want a good show to watch on a Saturday night, check out Marcus's. We'll be dropping links. 10 o'clock. It is the most mental show on the internet.
I am so sorry.
No, I love it. It's just bonkers. Absolute. I watched Saturday's back. It was absolute chaos.
I know. I couldn't get anything done. I had this plan.
But it was great chaos, though.
Yeah, I know.
It was good YouTube.
Lots of good fun.
Joshy B says, Dan, the world can handle 2B. The universe would implode. Everyone's saying hi, hi, hi. Lots of highs going on. Let me flash up the highs. There you go. And the reason why I when someone has something to say in the chat, I will talk it out, because obviously the people in Rumble can't see all of the chat unless they have a pop out on my YouTube channel. That goes for the other platforms as well. But please do head over to Scott's YouTube channel. Scott is about to drop a link, or I would hope he would, to his channel. And you can go over there, do a subscribe, do a thumbs up, and maybe leave a little comment over there. Because the more comments we get on the stream, the more YouTube promotes it, and that helps us out. Danisha says, fair pop. So it was you last night with that thing in the sky, Joshy. In fact, that was in not that particular thing, the International Space Station, but there was another news article today that people saw this strange spiral in the sky that was moving really fast across the sky. And I wondered for a second there if that was what you saw, Joshy, because apparently it was a SpaceX rocket. The gases had escaped from it and frozen in space, and it looked like some weird... I'll bring up a picture of it as soon as I'm done with the chat.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And Jet's coming in with the facts again. Thank you, Jet. The Tiger 2, King Tiger, frontal turret armor, 180 millimeters. Jag Tiger, 186. Hang on, stay up a bit longer, you chat thing. Frontal armor, 250 mil on the casement. Churchill, front hull armor, up to 152. Yeah, I can see that. Jet says the IS-2, Joseph Stalin tank, Soviet Union, frontal armor 120 mm. Right, I always thought for some reason the Russian tanks had really thick armor, but not true. And then the Pershing again, I thought that had, because the Pershing was a heavy tank, you would have thought it would have had thicker armor than that.
It was designated a heavy tank because of the caliber of the gun that was on it.
If I remember rightly, was it 90 mil?
Yes.
Jet says, Panzer's cat has a dirty mind. As does Marcus. He likes movies.
What?
Early evening show. What are you doing to me? Thing is, though, I have to agree. We all like them. Joshy B says, I think Adam Savage has the right idea. Get a ruler tattooed on your arm. Has he really got a ruler? I didn't know that. Sophie says, hi, Marcus. Lots of highs going on again. Joshy B's dropping some links to Marcus's channel. Oh, thanks, Joshy. Joshy, do you want to jump on, mate? I don't have your Facebook or anything like that, but I'm sure Scott can drop you a link if you want to dive in.
Who's this?
Thank you, B.
Oh,
And we got a link to Panzer's channel as well. Panzer's got a new video coming out on
Josh.
1st of April, by the way, everyone. That's it. Joshy B said it was frozen fuel from the SpaceX rocket. Yeah, he missed that, unfortunately. Well, I didn't see it either, mate. It was just in the news today. It looked ace, though. It looked like the aliens were landing.
yeah.
The question I have about that is, as it was frozen, did it spiral through the air?
Yeah.
The way spiral things do, or did it just float past?
Spiral.
Dave McBill says it looked like it was dumping fuel. Did anybody in chat see this last night?
I just saw a picture of it.
No, I didn't.
Hobby Time says it was second stage Starlink. Okay. What, they're putting more Starlink satellites up?
Yeah, they do it all the time.
The age of the robots is upon us. Dave McBill says, laugh out loud. Dan, Johnny B says, cheers, Scott has just popped up on... What's that?
Oh, I've just made him a moderator.
Ah, right, okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
That's the... No, it's not the chat, it's just jumped again. Athol says, roasted chicken and wedges with chili sauce, coffee, and staring out the window, wondering why I bothered washing them over the weekend. Dan Usher says, the sloping of the armour, depending on the angle, increases the practical thickness of it. Yeah, absolutely. Joshy B says, yeah, he's got it on his left arm, comes in handy. Joshy B says, yeah, I may do shortly, thanks, just having a fag and what looks like a cake. No, a fag and a tea. All right, okay, Joshy, brilliant. Scott, mate.
It's a copy. Yeah.
Can you send
Oh, you might twist me out.
Lord Joshy an invite, please, mate, because you've got him
Lord Josh.
on.
Okay.
Yes, I've got a chat dolly.
He's not in yet.
I didn't mean that, Joshy. I'll be doing the chat.
Don't count your chickens.
Joshy B says, my stepdad saw it and he said he could see the full spiral. Go on then, Pat. I've got something on that.
Before I send it, no. I'm going to show you something.
Do it.
There you go.
What have we got? What's that then? Oh, look at that. Tank porn.
That is a Storm Tiger with a mouse.
Yes. As we've sort of mentioned, the mouse, it popped up on my Facebook feed. So there you go.
The Sturm Tiger had the Tiger 2 chassis, didn't it?
Yes. No, Tiger 1 chassis.
That's never a Tiger. Oh, I wish I could zoom in. That's never a Tiger 1 chassis.
It is a Tiger 1 chassis.
Is it really?
Yes.
Is that better?
Yeah, it still doesn't look like a Tiger 1 chassis.
Okay. Terry, when you get a chance, Google Tamiya Storm Tiger.
I'm only thinking it's got sloped underneath there.
Got what? Smoke?
At the front, it's sloped. The lower part's sloped.
It is slightly sloped.
Yeah.
As is the real Tiger 1. There is a slight slope on that.
It's also got cables wrapped around it too.
Mm-hmm. And it has tracks around the wheels.
Sturm Tiger. Hang on a minute. I'm not having this.
He doesn't believe me. He thinks I'm taking the Michael.
You're wrong. That's the Tiger 2 chassis.
It's a Tiger 1 chassis.
Tiger 2.
Tiger 1.
Wow.
Uh,
No,
did I do the thing? Hang on.
I
take
am
it
milking.
I take it back.
Told you it was a Tiger 1. Don't listen to a word
No,
Branson
the
said.
thing that threw me is the wheel caps are Tiger 2. And my Tiger 1 up on my shelf, my 1 to 16, has got the early version road wheels.
Yes.
That's
You've got
late
the,
road wheels, is that?
yes. Yes, that's because that would be a steel wheel Tiger.
Yeah.
Which is what the Sturm Tiger was.
Oh, it looks so close. The thing that really gives it away is the final drive sprocket.
What you could do, Terry, if you're looking for a conversion for your Tiger, your King Tiger chassis, is take a look at some of the paper Tigers, the E100s, the Sturm Bar, which I believe was a paper Tiger. It was based on the E50 or the E100 chassis, which look remarkably like late Tiger 2 chassis.
Okay, you win. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 Panzer. Right, I'm going to try and catch up with the chat. All right, okay. Joshy B says, my stepdad saw it and he said he could see the full spiral. Dave Mack says, I saw a pic on Facebook. Yeah, it just went viral over everything, really. Obviously, the conspiracy theorists were saying, oh, the aliens are coming. Jet Scale Model says, speaking OG tattoos, a guy is in a public washroom and notices a tall Jamaican man using the... Oh, hang on.
There we go.
Right on beside him. As he glances over, he sees the Jamaican has the word Wendy tattooed on his you-know-what. Hang on a minute. All right, let's get the rest of it. I know where this is going. Curious, he says, hey, my girlfriend's name is Wendy too. That's wild. You got it tattooed there. The Jamaican laughs and says, no, man. Oh, dear. Look. It's an early evening show. What are you doing to me?
Telling
Anyway.
you a joke.
If you... no, man. When it's not excited, it says Wendy. But when it's ready, it says, welcome to Jamaica and have a nice day. That's a Marcus Show joke.
Yes.
David Markey says he was spending the night on Amanda's site. Joshy B says, yeah, Panzer. There was a spiral. Stepdad said, looked like it was the moon coming through the clouds, but it was a clear night. He said it was slowly moving through the atmosphere. Must have looked really spooky. He's at Amanda's, so he missed it. I get it, David. Thank you for clearing that up. What are you doing around at Amanda's?
Don't ask. Early evening show, remember?
I'm not. I take that back. I didn't say anything. Daniel says, FFS. That's an old one, Jet. Atoll says, evening to all of them. Evening to all of the people that you missed in chat. Ninja's doing the same. Ninja, welcome aboard, mate. Stuff. Evening Atoll. Right, we ended the chat, mate. Oh, man. You're determined for me to lose my voice tonight. David Mike says, Joshy B says, would you like an excavator now, Terry, seeing as you've dug that hole? Atoll says, evening, Ross and Dan. Dan, this is a tie Ross. Lots of wavy things going on. Hey, we've got a Terry coming in on... Whose channel is that? Where does that come from? Is that from your channel, Scott?
What's that, mate?
Thank you, Joshy.
What's on my channel? Ah.
Yeah, we just had a deleted message. I just wondered what it was about, that's all. So, wavy hand.
think I can see what you're talking about.
I get it. I know who that is. It's all right. Ah, play silly games, win silly prizes.
Oh, it's Mr. Metal Can, is it?
Yeah, thanks for that, Joshy. Thanks for that, Sophie. Oh, it's good to have mods. Sophie says, bring on the next idiot in chat. Dan says there's one reading it at the moment. Perfect. Man, that was quick, Dan. Joshy V says, Sophie, are you in Scots? Yeah, someone look out for Scott as well. They might try getting on Scots. Jet
Well,
Scale
they haven't
model,
bothered me yet.
Jet Scale model says Tiger 1 heavy tank chassis. Hang on. Tiger 1 heavy tank chassis that had its turret removed and replaced with a massive enclosed fighting compartment. Inside that, they mounted a 38 centimeter rocket. Yeah, hellish things. They're for like busting through buildings and walls and shit, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome things. That's the Sturm Tiger, by the way, we're talking about. Jet Scale model says only 18 Sturm Tigers were built during World War II. Is there any Sturm Tigers still existing? I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there was one at Aberdeen at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds in Maryland.
I've seen one in that is it Kablinka or some museum in Russia?
Yes, well, the Russians have got one of everything.
They're going to be using them soon against Ukraine. You watch. Right, Joshy B says, I'm on the phone now as I'm outside smoking. I'll pop in between both. Pop in between both. Keep an eye on Scots. Thank you, Joshy. Sophie's asking, do you want Sophie as well? Joshy B says, Terry, they've gone. It was the idiot spammer again. I've blocked and hidden them. Okay, thank you, mate. If Boone Sophie sneaks into Scots, Joshy B. It's okay. Once I've collected enough of these fake profiles, I'll be sending the links off to a friend who can track the IP address to find out exactly who it is. Hopefully, we'll have a name soon.
Oh, interesting.
Jet Scale Model says in Munster, that's it, Munster Tank Museum. I knew I'd seen one online somewhere. He's got tons of pictures of them. Man, I would love to visit all the tank museums all over the world. I can't think of any way to spend holidays any way better. Jet Scales, Jet says the Sturm Tiger. That is, there we go. Joshy B says also reported that profile. Nice one, Joshy. Thing is, we know who it is, and YouTube still hasn't removed them or done anything. But it takes YouTube ages to like block someone completely from YouTube. Thank you, Joshy, and that's that. Okay, going to say it again. Welcome everyone from Rumble, Twitch, and both YouTube channels. Scott's streaming this to his channel, so please do not forget to nip over there and give it a little subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and give it a thumbs up. Same goes to Mark. Well, all the links to everyone who joins me on these streams is in the description to tonight's stream. So head over there if you feel like it. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, watch some videos, stuff like that, and it encourages us to do more. Coming up after my show tonight, prime time tonight, isn't it?
It is indeed 8 p.m. UK time, prime time, a 5th anniversary show. It will be Phil's 5th year of doing live streams. He's having a bit of a retro show tonight. We've got some guests, some past presenters, and you have a chance to win one of these, a primetime modelling mug. He has 5.
Oh, I should get one of them anyway for all the promoting I'm doing.
Oh,
Well, you can enter the competition. I don't know what he's got planned for it, but you can enter and you may win.
I'm 61 years old. When I stop streaming and I head inside, I will have a bite to eat. I will have a cup of tea, and then do you know what happens when you get that warm feeling and you just
Yep.
But I will try and stay awake for this. I want a mug.
You've got one. He's from Tasmania.
Scott!
Oh,
Shots
Scott.
fired!
Oh, come on, you mugs.
And another good show, really cool, really chilled out show. MCC UK at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
There you go.
And Atto, feel free to drop links to the show, please. We got CJ joining us as well. Says evening all. Welcome aboard, CJ. Jet scale model.
Welcome, TJ.
That warm feeling, you mean you piss your pants? I'm not that old, mate. The bladder's not gone yet. I'm getting close to that age, though. CJ is another one of our blessed members, you superstar hero, you. Thank you, mate. And CJ, make sure you drop a link to your channel, please. JC Bricks and Builds has joined us, says, hey, Dan. Atul says, hi, Tony and JJ. David Mike says, hello. Right, lots of hellos going on. Joshua V says, Tasmania and Scotland, if Tasmania and Scotland go to war, my coffee will still be warm by the time that's finished. Don't get that. Don't sit on the fence, Joshua. Who's going to win?
Uh-oh.
Scotland, of course. The Australians haven't fought a war since, 1945? 1944?
Who hasn't?
The Tasmanians.
Hang a minute. Isn't it Tasmania that got them tribes of people who do that funny war dance? I'm going to get slaughtered now. I'm going to get slaughtered.
That funny war dance you're talking about is New Zealand. That's the Maori dance, the haka.
Yeah. We don't have a dance.
Except when the toilets are busy.
Yeah, well, that's a different sort of dance.
When they pull them faces and that. It's awesome.
Yes, that's
Scary,
the haka. That's
and funny at the same time.
Yes, that's the haka. That's New Zealand. Don't piss off the New Zealanders. They'll send Gandalf
they do
out.
that.
Not sure.
Then again, if there's any Kiwis in the audience, feel free to go after Terry.
I love being deliberately dumbassed. Joshie V says, do they even have an army? Who's that, Tasmania or Scotland?
Well, as we're part of Australia, yes.
There you go, pretty big on it.
Scott, I keep on trying to tell you, mate. You're not part of Australia.
Yeah.
You're an island. You've got a moat.
We got a moat, yes.
A moat to keep the Aussies out.
Not all of them, just the riff-raff.
The chat's just jumped again. JC Brixton Bill says, uh-oh, did Joshie wield the mighty hammer with the power of 2 spanners? Yes, he's been waving the banhammer out. Thank you, Joshie. I mean that as well. Jet Scale Model says, yeah, Pants or Cat has a dirty mind. He was commenting on my beaver on Friday. What?
All I said was nice beaver.
I'm not going to ask.
It was, well, have you not seen Naked? I think one of the Naked Gun movies, there's a sequence where Leslie Nielsen's standing below a woman up a ladder and he says, nice beaver. Had your hands down or stuffed beaver? And answers, yes, I recently had it stuffed.
It's a great movie.
True fact.
Yeah, we got it, Jet. Paul Price says, well, there goes the New Zealand viewers. I don't think there was many watching, to be honest, but we are hitting the 40s tonight on the show. We've got 4 people watching a Rumble, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29 on the YouTube, and one lonely person on Twitch. But welcome, Twitch viewer.
Yes, that'll be a spammer, no doubt.
Yeah, I'll wait for the spam though.
Yeah.
I can
But
get rid of
hello, sad, lonely Twitch viewer.
that. Joshy V's just clipped it. What, the bit where I was doing my Maori face? That actually says that's not just New Zealand. All the Maori people do it. Ah, okay. Jet Scale Model says it's a plane. Jeez. Ah, the aircraft beaver. All right, okay, I've got you. Not the brightest spark today. Atoll Nickel says 200 miles from the southern.
What do you mean today?
I was about to say you're doing
I
great.
need to spend the entire show lining Panther up. Atoll McNichol says 200 miles from the southern spit of Oz lies Tasmania, and further than that is Scott's Place. Don't know, no
Yep.
clue. Joshy
I'm
B
right on the
says,
border.
okay.
The
Joshy
sea
B
border.
says, thanks, I've got it stuffed. What a film. Hi's going on, and we got Inverted Popes joining us. That's CJ, by the way, on Rumble. Thank you, mate. Danish says spam, 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 spam.
I'm gonna spam egg and chips and spam.
Classic Monty Python.
Spam egg and chips. Or the comfy chair.
Joshy
No
V
one
says,
expects the comfy chair.
Joshy V says, I'll add some chat over there then as well. Thank you, Joshy V. And that is the chat done.
No way.
Well done.
Yeah, Joshy, while you're over at Scott's, mind and add a few Kiwi insults. Well, that'll get them hating him, I said.
Josh is on. There's four of them on Twitch now.
Oh dear.
Who did you piss off?
Uh-oh. 4 times the spam.
Yeah. He's called in reinforcements.
I'd say one of them's CJ.
Oh, multiple platforms.
It is too.
CJ, got Joshy B.
Yep.
I've
And
just
CJ.
opened the window as well.
Once you put the chat up on screen, it has the logo next to their name of what platform they're on. There you go.
At least the chat on Twitch, you can do the same emotes.
Who's this guy?
Who, Inverted Popes or Joshy B?
Oh, a little history with a comma. If I were you, Scott, I'd ban it.
I realised something today as well.
You're still an idiot?
Oh,
I'd say it's early on.
That's a given.
What did you
You're not
realise?
normally up
What
at
did you?
this time.
Well, today I was thinking, because I had we're on about this in the green room, but I had another audit at work today. They went through all my files and stuff like that, and making sure I'm keeping up with all the health and safety and all the checks and all the gubbins and whatever, which I think I've done quite well. I think it's another 100%. Yay, go me! But that's not the point. Afterwards, I thought to myself, I'm going to treat myself. I've had 2 audits in 2 weeks, right? And I think I've definitely smashed the first one 100%. We'll see what I get on this one. But I thought I'll treat myself, right? And I instantly thought I'm going to treat myself to a Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then I thought, what am I doing? I had a Kentucky last week, and I'd one the week before that. And it suddenly dawned on me that for those of us out there that have had their first heart attack, I mean, I had my one, how long ago now? 6, 7 years ago? And after you've had a heart attack, you decide, right, I'm changing my life, I'm going to eat healthily and do what the doctor says and all that lot. So you do. You'd start like dry frying chicken, no fat, all that stuff, doing it in wraps, having salads and whatever. And slowly, because you think you're all better now, the crap food starts coming back in again. It starts with oven chips and oven this and oven that because you think, oh, it's got to be low fat, and it's really not. And you know that in the back of your head, but it tastes lovely. And then it goes back to McDonald's, and then you start eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, and you know it's bad for you, but it's so goddamn nice. So I made a decision today, right? I didn't get the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I went into Sainsbury's, one of our local supermarkets over here in the UK, and I got some fish sticks, right? You know them crab sticks that you get in the pig packets? They're like fish sticks.
You like fish sticks?
What's the proper name
You
for it?
like crabs?
You get like they're supposed to be crab sticks, but they're not. It's just
Surimi.
that's it. That's the stuff, right? So I got a pack of them because I thought that's got to be low fat, and took it back. And so I scoffed them for my treat, right? It wasn't really a treat. It was disgusting. And then I read what was actually in it, and there was more E numbers and crap, right? And like 1% fish, 1% real fish, just absolute junk. So, but anyway, I made a decision today to try and get back to a healthier diet, and I just thought I'd tell you because it's amazing how once you've had a scare like a heart attack, and you try and change your life, how it can slowly creep back in the bad habits of eating really fatty food and stuff like that.
Well, good on you.
So if you hear if you mention on the streams, oh, the missus has made deep fried chicken nuggets. No. So have any of you guys had your first heart attack yet?
I'm not planning on having one.
Neither am I.
It sounds like a big ordeal. I don't want that, so
No.
I'm fine.
Well, they reckon the danger area now is 45 to 55.
Well, I only got 4 more years to go. Then I'm fine.
Oh, more chat.
Yes, my 45 to 55 was a number of years ago.
Just keeping up the chat messages. He's just going for it. Then JC goes, good man. Oh, sorry, CJ. Sophie says, Twitch must be getting popular. Yeah, I just think Twitch is dying. I mean, people have been saying it for ages. Even gamers are moving over to YouTube gaming.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Do you still stream on Twitch, Scott?
Scott's away to the kitchen.
Ah, it's okay. Paul says, be right back. Need coffee? Damn, it's early. Joshy B says, I don't have Rumble, unfortunately. Joshy, jump on it, mate. Seriously, jump on it now. And your viewers will start building. I mean, I'm at 50. Is it 52 now? Yeah, 52 followers. Not bad for half a year's stuff. And I only post the live stream stuff now. There's no actual real content. And David Mike says, reinforcements must be spam lots. And Usher says, on dishwasher duty, so can you speak up, please? I'll try and speak up for you, Dan. Dan's a very nice guy. I think he's fantastic. There you go. I spoke up for you.
You're the only person who did.
Jetscale Mod says, I watched that video, little history of yours, where you were checking your engine on one of your model kits. Classic. Yep, it was. Thing is,
Yes,
if you go back, there's plenty of other disasters. And I've got loads more to release that are still on the private mode from the live streams from three and a half years ago. Terry has discovered it's his turn to get the rounds in. Milkshakes for everyone. Okay, virtual milkshakes for everyone.
Awesome.
CJ says he would probably order a glass of water and 6 straws at all. Joshy V says, I think any near-death...
No,
Sorry, any
he's from
near-death...
Yorkshire. He's from Yorkshire. What he would do was he would order a milkshake and expect you all to provide your own straws.
Perfect, Panzer. Joshy B says, I think any near unalived experience, you think a little different in life. Yeah, you do. Yeah. I just wish I could stop smoking. Josh,
Well, a
thing
way
is,
to
I
look
know I
at
can
it,
stop smoking, but you know,
a way to look at it, Terry, is how much do you spend on your the substance that you're not supposed to advertise on YouTube in a given week or a month, say.
it's hooky tobacco,
All right.
so not very much.
Okay. In which case, you're screwed then.
No, the thing is, I've stopped loads of times. I've gone cold turkey. It's like I did the same with alcohol. Bearing in mind that once upon a time I used to drink a bottle of vodka a day, right? So, and I did that for over 30 years. So I stopped drinking dead, and I don't miss it. Every now and again, I can have a drink if I want to. Smoking, every now and again, I will just stop dead, and I can go 2-3 years without smoking. But then you'll go to a pub, your mates will be smoking, or there'll be a social occasion, and you'll have one. You think, oh God, that's nice. Oh, that is so nice. So you're straight back into it, right back to coughing your guts up. So this will be it. I've got a couple of packs of tobacco left. I'm going to smoke those, and that will be it. I promise. You heard it here.
Good for you. Well, good job, man.
Joshy B says, Marcus, you like fish sticks also, I see.
Yeah, fish sticks. It's a terrible.
Is this what we're calling Terry's hooky thingamabob? Fish sticks.
Fish
So how many
sticks.
fish sticks do you burn a day, Terry?
How many what?
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks do you burn a day?
Yeah. Do you like fish sticks in your mouth? Oh, okay, I'll shut
Where are we going with this?
I'm so
Where?
sorry.
I don't know where you're going with it.
Don't worry about it.
I don't want to say anything in case I drop myself in it.
Tell you what, you visit me on Saturday. I will tell you all about it.
Okay. Safe for Saturday.
Save it for Saturday.
Instead of safe for work now, we say safe for Saturday. Stephen Haynes has joined us. Hey, Stephen, welcome aboard, mate. He's saying hi to everyone. Everyone's saying hi back to Stephen. See what a pleasant little community we've got. Somebody says hi to everyone. Everybody says hi back. Joshy B saying his mate had one at 21. What, a heart attack at 21?
Yes, you can have heart attacks on the playing field at age 10 these days.
Hang on a minute. There's different things, though, isn't there? What's the one that you get in your head where you get a bleed in your head?
That's an aneurysm or a stroke.
Stroke. And the heart attack is where one of your veins leading to your heart gets blocked.
Yes.
Okay. Got to clear that up a bit. Everyone's saying hi to Steve. CJ says, with you on that, Terry, I had a massive high cholesterol spare heart attack territory. I have turned it around somewhat, but as you say, stuff starts to creep back. It does, because they give you all these pills that, these will keep you alive, reduce your cholesterol, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. It's like every day I've got to take 7 pills just to keep me going. Well, so they say, unless I'm just a drug mule for Big Pharma. You absolutely need these. Because there is that side of the argument that says a lot of the cholesterol-lowering drugs, so long as you adjust your diet, you don't actually need them, and it can have an opposite effect. But ignore everything I say. I'm not a doctor. I'm just repeating what I've heard from the tinfoil hat brigade around YouTube. I'll tell you one thing that actually has made a difference, right? And that is, and I've said it before on these streams, vitamin D. They call it the lack of sunshine vitamin, or the sunshine vitamin, because it's vitamin D is made in your skin.
It's made from sunlight.
That's
you need
it.
to be in. You need to catch sunlight or daylight to get it.
And lack of it can cause depression.
Yes.
So when I found that out, again, it was off of YouTube, so it might not be real, and it might be a placebo effect. But every day I take a little pill of vitamin D. Do you know, I've never been happier in my life. I think I'm quite a happy person overall. You know, don't really have a negative outlook. Nothing really gets to me anymore. But that might be just because I'm old. I think I've been there. I've done all that.
Nothing gets to him. Is that a challenge, Terry?
Oh, you do try me. You do try me, Panzer.
I do. Well, it's my nature. I come across an obstacle, I have to solve it.
Be my guest. Yeah, so I'm going to rewind on the fatty food and all that stuff because I want to be around on YouTube for a little while yet.
You will be in the member zone.
Wow.
Do you know, if I feel like another heart attack coming and I'm at the desk, right, what I'm going to do is very quickly release all the private videos I've got, all the live streams that I put private for whatever reason, all the stuff in members goes public, all the stuff I haven't released yet, release it all. Release the Kraken!
Then he gets to hospital and they tell him it was indigestion.
Jet Scale Model says he's 65, not had a heart attack yet, but you never know. Mate, none of us know. Apart from the people that have led genuinely healthy lives. If you haven't had a high fat diet, you know.
But even those people can have heart attacks.
But I love my food. And it's always the fatty food that is the nicest.
Because fat and salt is great magnifying glasses for flavor.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Change the subject a bit. Joshy B says some gamers he watches are moving over to Rumble. Yeah, Rumble is just falling over itself, getting bigger and bigger. It's exponential, its growth at the moment. And I tell you now, it's going to be easily as big as YouTube within the next couple of years.
If not bigger.
Yep.
But all you got to do is take a look at YouTube and see how many artificial intelligence AI programs or content that's being made. The people who are too lazy to do their own voiceovers use artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of made a mistake a couple of months back when I said, oh, there's a lot less AI channels on Rumble, and that's not true. I was watching having a deep dive into Rumble a couple of weeks ago, and they have got to Rumble as well. So if you're out there, you don't know what we're on about. Basically, on YouTube at the moment, there's literally tens of thousands of AI channels with AI generated content. And because it's AI generated, it's doing everything right for the algorithm. And they're getting tens of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of subscribers from people who don't realize it's all AI generated. And I think you've got to be pretty dumb to not realize it's AI generated.
Never underestimate the stupidity of the human race.
CJ says, lost a few family members recently to the old heart attack. Yeah, there's two ways of thinking about it. I mean, I watched, I'm trying not to talk about my personal situation, but well, there's no way I can avoid it really. Both my parents had drawn out passings, so I know which way I want to go. I'd rather go through a heart attack than say cancer or something that's long and drawn out. I just want a full stop. Because when it's drawn out, it gives the wolves a chance to get hold of whatever you've earned to pass on to your family. It slowly gets drained, like if your family member has to go into a home or have care afterwards and stuff like that. Local councils, and you'll be surprised how many wolves come out of the woodwork to say you've got to pay for this, you've got to pay for that. And before too long, everything you've worked for all of your life doesn't go to your kids or or other members of the family. It goes to local councils who want to take the money off you to pay for the care. Even though that you've paid your national insurance your entire life, it doesn't mean anything. They'll still take it. And I absolutely believe that's wrong.
I agree.
Yes. And then when you run out of money, they take you from the good care home and stick you in some dump.
Absolutely, mate. Sophie says that she'll stay on Scott's channel just in case any more idiots turn up. Thank you so much, Sophie.
Vigilante.
Yeah.
Tin Man's joined us as well. Tin Man. Hey, Tin Man.
Hello, Tin Man.
Hello.
Josie B says he quitting on quitting smoking. That's one way to say it. Paul Price says, morning, Stephen. Josie B says, I very rarely drink, so there's not much else to do. Well, you're part of this great big YouTube community, mate. It'll give you something to do all the time now. And by the way, Joshy has started live streaming himself. Joshy, come on, self-promotion here. Drop a link for your channel out. You never know, there might be new people watching. CJ says, I never started smoking, which, considering I was a gigging musician for years, was quite a feat. Yeah, mate, absolutely.
Oh, hello, who's squeaking?
That was me, sorry.
CJ, so obviously a gigging musician, so I'm guessing that you never smoked cigarettes, but you must have smoked something at some point.
Don't answer that, CJ.
No, don't.
Don't
Plausible
incriminate yourself.
deniability. Plausible deniability.
David Markey says, notice how Terry didn't mention how big the packs of tobacco were. 2 containers full.
It's the one with the handles.
Yeah, Josie V says, hey, Stephen, from over here. Yeah, we've got people watching on both the YouTube channels now, so this is going to get really confusing. Thanasha says, a cigarette is a measurement of time in a professional kitchen. I once asked on a delivery how long something took. Hang on. Come back up. How long something took and was told a cigarette. I asked about something else and it was the same answer. I'm going to let you read that, Marcus.
Evening, guys. Hi. What? Read what?
I can't say the surname. I've just tried it.
Oh,
Hans
Han
Hendrik.
Hendriksen.
Ah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Welcome, Han.
Hello.
I'm probably going to make another cock up here. I'm guessing Han is Sweden as well.
No, I would go either. I think maybe Denmark.
Poland.
Yes, Norway.
Finland.
No.
What's this thing we're calling Norwegians Poland?
Oh, it's just ask Joshy.
It was just a joke. It's kind of stuck. He could be Scottish for all we know.
Hi to Han. Josh Reed says, yeah, he had to have a camera inside to see if his valves were clear. His dad unfortunately passed in 2005 from one, so it's in the family, sadly. Yes, mate. But I've got to tell you, my experience at the hospital when I had mine was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm blown away by the hospital treatment. When I had mine, I'm sure I've told this story a million times. I was at work when I had mine, and I thought it was heartburn. So I sat down in the workshop. It'll go away in a minute, and I'll carry on. So anyway, it didn't go away. So I carried on with my normal work. It's only heartburn, not worried. So then I just had to sit down because it was like a thudding pressure on the chest. So I sat down again. So I've been sat for 2-3 hours, and I thought this must be a heart. Must be because it's not going away. And I'd taken some heartburn pills and all that lot. So I phoned the missus. Said, "Missus, look, I think I'm having a heart attack. Come and get me." And she goes, "Why don't you phone a bloody ambulance?" And I go, "Because I don't want to embarrass, and I don't want to make a show of it, you know." So because like I worked in a hotel, I didn't want an ambulance pulling out the front of the hotel and the maintenance man getting carried out and everyone making a fuss. I thought I'll just get the wife to come. Anyway, not realising it was 5:30, which is rush hour in York. So the missus set up. An hour later, she got to me through all the traffic, and her words were choice: "You effing idiot! Should have called it effing ambulance. It's taking me an hour to get." Yeah, I know it's taking you an hour. I've been sitting here having an heart attack, and you've taken an hour to get anyway. You know how it goes. So I got in the car. Still rush hour.
You mean you talked back to the wife?
Well, come on, forgive me. I was having a heart attack. You know, what could she do to me? I might die. Oh, she's going to kill me for talking back. So anyway, got in the car. Another hour to the hospital, right? Because of the traffic. And in front of us, you can't make this up. In front of us, 2 cars down, was a bloody ambulance. Stuck in the same traffic. Just get out and go wave the ambulance down. No, there's no point. He's going to the hospital anyway. He was stuck in traffic. You're going to get them to the hospital.
Yeah, but they have stuff on the ambulance, you idiot.
The ambulance has blue lights and a very loud noise-making machine.
But I was like still thinking it could be heartburn, and it's going to be really embarrassing if I get to hospital and they say it's heartburn, not a bloody heart attack. I was more worried about the embarrassment of looking like an idiot, right? And I shouldn't have been, because look at me, I'm on YouTube. I'm more or less an idiot full time now. So got to the hospital, and I said think about having a heart attack, and obviously you feel guilty again because there's loads of people sat down waiting to be seen in accident and emergency. There's some people like bandages on their head and arms hanging off and legs hanging off and blood everywhere, people screaming. And anyway, I mentioned it might be a heart attack. Says, right, just hang on a second, take a seat. I thought, oh great, I'm going to be waiting here for another hour. But no, within 10 minutes I was in a booth and they hooked me up to all the machines and whatever, and they took a blood sample and what, and anyway, within 20 minutes they said, oh, you've had quite a serious heart attack because your something or other level is really off the scale, right? So I thought, oh, have I? It just feels like heartburn, right? So they take me in. They said I think the procedure was 2 days later, because there's other guys going in for the same thing. They decided to give me a stent, right? So went in for the stent, and they put all this gunk in my blood to show up on the not radar, the X-ray radar. Don't get the words right. So I'm lying back, and they've got this massive monitor, like an 80-inch screen, right? Straight out of Star Wars, 80-inch TV screen, like being at the cinema. And they put this camera thing over you, the X-ray machine or whatever it is, and you can watch them put this thing in your arm, like because they can either go in through your leg or through your arm, and they put it. In fact, you can still see the little scar there. They put the thing in there, and it went. You watched it on the big screen. This little thing going up your arm, like cable thing going up your arm to put stent in, and you watch it go right round to your heart, and you can see your heart beating away, right? Really cool. You're awake while this happens. And you can see the blockage, and this little thing goes in, and then pops this little stent in, and you see it expand, right? Job done. Amazing. Absolutely, stunningly incredible. And I've not felt better ever in my life. From that moment, felt just great. Like I've never had a heart attack. They said, oh, you might feel a bit weak. Your heart muscles have got to get used to, like, they've got to build themselves back up because there's no two ways about it. Your muscles of your heart, because you've had a heart attack, they will have been damaged. But you know, I just felt instantly better. But yes, anyway, that's my heart attack story. Was that not entertaining?
I have to say, I mean, I appreciate you sharing because not everyone understands what a heart attack is, to be quite honest, and that how it can mask itself as heartburn, right? That's quite something people should know about.
Yeah. The subtle difference between really bad heartburn and a heart attack is the pressure, because you feel your chest really tight, and as it goes on, it's like a real heavy pressure, and it kind of makes you panic as well. Even though I thought I was pretty calm, my missus told me I was panicking. Right, Joshy B says, yeah, I've had a camera inside to see if he had to have a camera inside to see if his valves were clear. His dad unfortunately passed in 2005 from one, so it's in the family, sadly. Yeah, I don't make light of heart attacks. I try not to make light of it. What I do try to say is, look, it's not. A lot of the time, it's not the end. It's not the end. The things they can do for heart attacks now are amazing. It's just like the things they can do for cancer now. Amazing. And I know that for a fact because my wife is a cancer survivor. So,
Oh.
Joshy B says vitamin D is what I run off, hence why I get SAD in the winter. It sucks, but you guys put up with me. No, Joshy B, that's why I've been taking vitamin D throughout the winter months. And the thing is, I'm going to continue to take it in summer as well. It's got to be something to do with the way humans and their genetic and evolution have gone, because obviously back when we were trogs or Neanderthals, we were outside when it was daylight. We were outside, rather than today's society where a lot of the time we're inside during the day, so you don't get that vitamin D conversion because you're not getting any sunlight.
Yep. No, you're not wrong. I mean, I remember living in Sweden up north. We have 23 hours of nighttime in the winter. 6 months. You took vitamin D. You had those sun rooms with the big light that you can sit in front and soak up vitamin D and stuff like that.
UV
light.
lights.
Yeah.
Did the same thing on Space 1999. The Solarium, it was called.
Yeah.
So it's just I got an email there from Jerry Anderson telling me to order my limited edition Palette Eagle now, or I will miss out. I just looked at the price of it and thought, yeah, let me miss out on the price of that. Thank you very much.
Janice says, I'm on 7 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon and I haven't had a heart attack, Terry. Oh, well done, mate. Sophie says, a good diet and exercise. Yeah, all good.
Yes, when I was in my...
Yay! Hi, everyone.
Hi, TBG. Yes, when I was in my 40s, I had good exercise. I would be avoiding my ex chasing me around the bedroom. That was very good exercise. Wait a minute. I saw a news flash there come up. Tesla sales, wait a minute. Tesla estate sales fall 42% in Europe.
Yeah.
Do you think Elon Musk knew his company was going to tank? Hence him joining forces with...
Not really, no. He doesn't operate on that level. But to be I have to be fair though. I don't really care about him. I care about the people who are working for Tesla. I mean, they're just trying to make their ends meet, right?
Yeah.
Right. Why destroy their lives? I know what they're trying to do, but we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people here.
Oh my God. Sorry, it flashed up. We've got almost 50 people watching us.
Yeah.
It's dropped down to 40 now, but I know there's... sorry, everyone. I did enable adverts on the YouTube channel tonight because I need some pennies to pay for my EV mucks. But thank you for sticking with us, even though we're doing the adverts. And thank you to everyone on Rumble, Twitch, and both Scott's channel and my channel, because we're in full, glorious 1080p, baby.
Yes.
Let's do some more chat. Joshy B says, that's why I want to live in the Mediterranean. Fresh food, olive oil, sunshine, all the things you need. Damn right, mate. TBG says, bah, amateurs. I've had 2 heart attacks, a stent, and a stroke. Still here.
You know what? That's the outlook you should have.
TBG's the freaking Terminator. Way to go, TBG. So TBG, you've had 2 heart attacks, a stent, and a stroke. Have you changed your lifestyle, your food? Are you getting more exercise? Are you doing what the doctors have told you to do? Or is it just, you only live once, I'm going to enjoy the rest of it? Because I know a lot of people are like that, and sometimes I feel like that. You only live once, I'm going to have this Kentucky Fried Chicken. You only live once, I'm having 4 cheeseburgers from McDonald's. And trust me, I've done that.
Look who's back,
Is he back?
Mark.
Oh, who's going to be first to kick him out? Or have they already done it?
Go on, Joshy.
Go on, Joshy. Get him, Sophie.
Bye-bye, asshole.
Oh, good day, Jim.
And Jim Alcott from Chicago's in the chat. Sorry, I meant to say that to you, Terry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay, mate.
TBG got him.
I better say this correctly, or it's going to come out wrong. Danosha says, at TVG, dying is overrated, isn't it?
It is. It's bloody expensive.
Yeah. TBG got him.
Oh, God, I don't know. We should have a comment of the night. We really should. Athol McNichol says, I was told one morning by Celia, you cannot get a heart attack because you don't have a heart to start with. Oh, ouch.
Wow.
That wouldn't be true.
I don't believe that for a second, Athol. David Markey says, I have looked after her ladyship for the last 22 years. Who needs heart attacks?
Sorry.
Dobby phone home.
Oh, dear.
Joshy B says, I think Lemmy Kilmister, that's Lemmy from Motorhead, by the way, said it best. Drop me in a large swimming pool and release the sharks. What a dude. Paul Price says, I agree, Terry. After watching Dad fade away, I would like to go quick. Me too. I just want it thump like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you want to do, you want to be dead before you hit the ground.
Yeah, just gone.
Or go in your sleep.
Thing is, this Mark or whoever it is doing all the crap in the chat, right? There's nothing malicious there. It's just emojis.
Yeah.
So it might be a retard or a very small child.
I don't believe you're allowed to use that word, Terry.
It's my channel.
I believe the correct terminology these days is mentally incontinent.
Sorry, it might be a Lee or a very small child.
No, that would imply Lee knew how to use emojis. Yes, bad enough with spelling, never mind emojis.
Oh dear Lord, where is that coming from? Right, is that coming from Twitch? No, it's not coming from Twitch. It's coming from Rumble? No, it's not coming from Rumble.
It'll probably be coming from SpewTube then.
Right, I can't see it on mine because they've all been deleted if it is.
Right, I'm going to super glue these in.
There we go. We got to Jim. Welcome aboard, Jim, mate. Sorry it took so long to get down the chat, but there's been loads of it tonight. And thank you for all the chat messages. The more chat we get, the more YouTube promotes the video to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's in people's streams.
Yes.
Jet Scale Model says, what's the point of putting my socks on? I'll just have to take them off again next week. Oh, men, they're just disgusting. Model Making Haggis says, hi all.
Hello, Haggis.
Welcome aboard, model making haggis. I'm guessing you're from Scotland. Joshy B says you're having a heart attack and you're arguing with the wife. Quality. Well, anyone who's been married knows exactly. Like,
Yeah.
you could argue with your wife in your sleep. Sophie says, I love playing with idiots. Thank you, Sophie. Right, everyone's saying hi to Haggis. Stephen Haynes says, hi at Model Making Haggis. And Jim says, Panzer Cat, is that a Matilda you are working on? Panzer Cat, take it away!
It is actually a Churchill tank. I think it says a Centurion tank there. It is the AFV Club Centurion Mark IV Avre with short girder bridge. Which I'm currently gluing the thing at the back on. I don't know what it is, but I'm gluing it on. There it is. This is what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Let me get the instructions out. Make it easier. Dump, 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 dump. This is what I'm building.
Churchill.
Yes, Mark IV Avre with short girder bridge. SBG? Small box girder bridge. That's what it is. It's a small box girder bridge. Because it's not a very small bridge either. But that's what I'm working on.
Thing is, I was going to do a whole series of little history documentaries on Hobart 20s. But the first one I put out, it didn't get any views. So I just gave up on it. That's still up on the channel, by the way, if anyone wants to go and watch it and give me some views.
Yeah.
Mate, I made one of the best intro videos ever for any video I've ever done. And it just didn't get any views. Anyway, that's beside the point. Sometimes that happens with YouTube. You get some big videos, you get some little videos, and that's it.
And that was a little video.
Jim says, I had a bout of chest pain due to acid reflux heartburn. So had so bad it felt like a bleeding heart attack. Yes, mate, that's why I hung about so long at work before deciding to go to hospital. It felt like acid or heartburn. TBG says, angioplasty? Okay, explainez-vous, what's an angioplasty? Is that for putting a stent in? Is that what they call it?
I think that is actually.
I thought so. I had a vague memory from when I was in hospital when someone mentioned that. Jeffrey B says, Nurse pulls in the big TV and the camera, and Terry's first thought is, are we live streaming this? All right, this is going back to the story that I told about when I had my heart attack and I went in the hospital. Oh, man.
Those were the days, Terry.
King Bob says, I was walking to the car to go to work and couldn't get to the car without stopping to rest only 10 metres from the front door. Front door drive, instead to the ER, and they said, I'm having a heart attack. Let me read this properly. The car without stopping to rest, only 10 metres from the front door. Front door drive, instead to the ER, and they said, oh, right, there we go, I'll put it up. Mate, they can happen any time. I totally get it. TBG said, come back from the light, Terry. Thing is, the strange thing about it, even when they were putting the stent in, and even when I was having my heart attack, there wasn't actually any panic. There wasn't any, oh, I'm going to die. There was like, I don't know, I felt so calm. It was unbelievable. Anyway, but I didn't see any light. I didn't actually die. It was just like the beginnings of,
A fat-free Kentucky Fried existence.
Oh man, that would be the worst ever. If Kentucky went fat-free, you wouldn't get me out of there. I'd be chained to the counter.
The adverts are getting a bit surreal. Have you seen the latest ones?
Yeah. Sorry.
Dan Usher says, I
They're
saw the
designed
light.
to appeal
Go on, Panzer.
I was going to say, the new Kentucky Fried adverts are designed for a worldwide audience. It doesn't mention anything except you're going to wonder what it is you're watching the advert for.
Dan Usher says, I saw the light. It was a nurse coming to take more blood, thank goodness. David Markey says, hello, Bob. Yeah, welcome aboard, Bob, mate. Great to see you in chat. I also says hello there, Bob. Everyone's saying hi. King Bob says, had I turned left instead of right, I could have died before I made it to work. Unfortunately, I chose hospital instead. Yeah, awesome, mate. And trust me, we're glad you're still here as well. Fantastic modeler is our King Bob. Everyone's saying hi. TBG says, on his first heart attack, he bent to pick up dog's business and felt like I'd had a really bad stitch. I thought I'd walk it off. Dog decided to take me home. Yeah, mate, they do say pets know before we do.
Yeah.
Unless you have a cat, the cat looks at you and says, yeah, just remember to fill the bowl before you keel over.
No, the cat's looking at you thinking, if you die, you know I'm going to eat you, don't you?
Yeah. I'll start with your nose, just so you know.
Cats are really quite evil. Okay, they're cute to look at, but really quite evil.
Yes, I can vouch they are. Yes, very evil.
Joshy B says, don't quote me on the location, as I may be wrong. But was it Denmark that has a 6-hour-a-day workday? I remember reading
They have
people are now happier and a lot more productive and get things done.
they've done trials. I don't think they've gone fully over to 6-hour days. But if they did, I'll move over there.
Well, it's one of the countries near you. I don't know if it's Sweden, but if you're unemployed, they pay you the same amount as you would be working. Which one is it?
That's I remember what country that is, but that's a trial system. I think that's Denmark.
It could also be Finland. They're looking to get like a national salary, so work or not, you get all the same salary.
Yeah.
Just so that you have something, right? So.
Yeah. It avoids a 2-tier system. Hello.
Yeah, we mustn't forget our Lindsay's been through the mill as well recently. The chemo and the radiotherapy and all that lot, and 30 sessions of it. Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Same for my wife. My wife had bowel cancer, and luckily they did. Obviously, she had the chemo and the radiotherapy and all that lot, but they did keyhole surgery on her. And she's managed to avoid the colostomy bag thing for the rest.
Oh wow! Oh, good for her.
Recently celebrated 2 years cancer free. So
very cool.
Like I say again, there's hope out there. It doesn't have to all end in the full stop. And look at Lindsay; he's got through it. And fingers crossed, Lindsay, stay clear.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to finish sanding this off. I'm going to say my farewells because I have to go and get ready for the other live stream.
Yes, mate. We'll be calling a halt here in a minute anyway, so everyone can do what they need to do and get ready for Prime stream tonight. That's prime time with Phil Prime, Panther and the gang. Great stream. Panther, you need to drop some more links in so people know where it is and they can put...
Yeah, just a second. I'm getting the mug out. You have a chance to win one of these tonight. There are 5 of these being given away tonight. So
I'm going to put your big. Go!
A primetime modelling mug, the Mark II. This is the multi-tool of mugs. You can use it for everything but putting coffee in. So there are 5 of those being given away tonight. I would put the link.
It's not enough.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, there was more earlier in the year, but you didn't participate. So if you didn't participate,
what anniversary is it? What anniversary? How long?
It is 5 years since Phil did his first live stream.
So it needs to be done times 2, doesn't it? You need to give away 10.
No, he's giving away 5 mugs, not 10. He gave away 6 mugs last time. And if people didn't bother their butties putting comments in his live on the video before it was a video,
Can I ask
they
one
didn't
thing
get
then?
the
Can I ask one
points.
thing? Fancy,
You
can I
can
ask one
ask.
thing? Can I ask one
You
thing?
can,
That you
you
banned
can,
JC from the answering any questions? Because the last one I saw, JC answered everyone quicker than everybody else.
yes, well, it's obvious who's cheating and who's not cheating.
Oh, actually, you can only win one, can't you? So, yeah, don't
Yes,
do that.
you can
So
only.
once you've won one, it's not allowed to take part anymore. Right, great.
Yes. And from next month, there will be the quiz will have a prize. So people will need to start keeping count of the answers they get right, because we will be starting to issue a prize. We have a year's worth of supplies of these prizes. So there's 50. We have 52 of these prizes to give away from next week's quiz show. So stay tuned, and you can watch and see what you're going to win. So
Interesting.
Right, I'm going to try and catch up with the chat again. Thank you for that, Panzer.
I would drop the link in, but I dropped the link in earlier. I'm kind of hoping one of the moderators will grab it and put it in.
Already done.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Dan Usher says, luckily enough, with my condition, I have to eat stuff rich in iron and B vitamins. And the first meal out of the hospital was beef Wellington. Beef Wellington.
I know.
I just died and gone to heaven. They do that at the hotel, you know, like a really like posh beef. Gorgeous.
Anyway, you'll have to excuse me because I have got to go and make a cup of coffee and get set up. So
Okay,
I
we're going
shall
to
say my
wrap
byes
up. Well,
to
mate. Thank you
everyone.
for joining us, Panzer.
Yep. Take care, everyone. Catch
Cheers,
you either
Panzer.
in Hills or tomorrow night.
See you later, mate.
Bye.
Dun, dun, dun. Then number 3. Let's say good night then. I want to thank you. Got to do this 32 times. You. And on Rumble, you. You. On Cat's channel, you. Thank you, Scott, for joining me. Marcus, thank you for joining me, mate.
Cheers. Thank you for having me.
Absolute rock stars. Make sure everybody, if you don't catch me later in the week, what day are we on? We're on Tuesday. My next stream will be on Thursday, right? I'm not streaming on Wednesday. I'll stream Thursday for a couple of hours. Not streaming Friday. Streaming Saturday morning, definitely 8:30 a.m. Join me then if you can. But Saturday night, big one. Marcus's stream at 10 o'clock. It is becoming goddamn legendary. If you're not subscribed to Marcus yet, head over there. Get subscribed, put notifications on. 10 o'clock Saturday nights, UK. Craziness.
9 a.m. here.
Craziness. And my mate Scott, there he is, look, from Tasmania. He's a Tasmanian, not an Australian. Right? Has just crossed last week the 100 subscriber mark, and it's going up, creeping up slowly. So if you're not subscribed to Scott yet, please head over to Scott's channel and give it a sub. Gives us a little bit of encouragement for the hours and hours and hours of streaming that we do and the builds that we show you and stuff. And hopefully you might learn something on these streams. There's so many people out there that are putting so much effort into their YouTubing, and I wish I could mention them all, but I can't. That's why I put all the links in the description to today's video. Please hit some up, do some watching. But there's enough out there for you. And let's go. I will see you guys on Thursday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night and have a great evening.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye.